My apologies, Judge. I just had a bond issue I wanted to approach on before docket, but I'll turn my camera off because I look like I just woke up as well.
That's fine. You're not your normal dapper self. Okay, I'm going to start calling the docket. This is the Wednesday docket for County Court 5. I'm going to call the docket of State of Texas versus Salazar, Abigail Bonilla Salazar, attorney Sofia Martinez. Ms. Martinez is present.
Good morning, Judge. My client's also present, and we have immigration's issue on that. I'd like to confer with the prosecutor shortly, and then I'll come back and speak to the court.
Do we have a prosecutor present at this meeting right now? Okay, as soon as we get a prosecutor, Sophia, you're number one to confer with him, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
Patty, let me know if one comes in, because I'm not paying attention to that. The people
Yes.
coming out of the meeting.
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's see, Renee, State of Texas versus Renee, I'm sorry, Joshua Renee Vega. Attorney is Christopher Castro.
Your Honor, that was reset. The attorney had a family emergency. It got reset to August 6th.
Reset to August the 6th. Okay,
Your Honor, and also Miss Morgan is available. Has logged on. Caitlin Morgan.
okay. Miss Morgan, an attorney wishes to confer with you.
Okay,
Patty, can you open up a breakout room and put them in a breakout room then?
Yes, sir.
That'll be Miss Sofia Martinez. She wants to confer on Abigail's Bonilla Salazar. Okay, and hopefully,
They're gone, Judge.
okay, they're doing that. All right. Now, next on the docket, let's see. Next case is reset. The next case after that is struck out. So the next case on the docket is State of Texas versus Jesus Lujano. I have Cornelius Cox on that case. Is Mr. Lujano present on the meeting?
Hey, good morning, Your Honor. Yes, sir, I'm here.
Okay, so we're waiting for your attorney. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well then we're just gonna put late by your case and we'll get back to it then. All right, your
Yes,
attorney's
sir.
late. All right,
Thank you.
thank you. State of Texas versus Norma Vasquez, attorney Richard Garcia. Is Norma Vasquez in the meeting? Okay, I'll put a tentative BF on that, or FTA, I should say. Put a tentative FTA in that. State of Texas versus Jonathan Fraga, or Adrian Jonathan Fraga. Is Mr. Fraga present? And is the attorney James Dwiggins present? Either one present? I'll put an FTA on that. Tentative. Next one is struck out. Next case then on the docket is State of Texas versus Noel Payne. Attorney is listed as Jessica Gonzalez. Is Noel Payne present?
in the courtroom, Judge. He's here in
He's
the
in the
courtroom.
courtroom. He's standing in front of me in the courtroom. Okay, so do we
Yes, sir.
have Jessica Gonzalez?
Your Honor, she's at County Court 13 PSI and will be coming to your court as soon as done there.
Okay, so Mr. Payne, we're going to mark your attorney as being late. So just have a seat and we'll get to you when we can. All right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Okay, the next case on Nathan Leal is set for a 10:30 plea, so we'll recall that at 10:30. After that, I have on page 1 of the docket, is it Keen Owen or Owen Keen when you list these things on the docket, Patty? I'm not familiar with your docket.
It's Keen Owen Javier.
Okay, so the first name is always going to be in the middle then on your docket.
Yes, sir.
Keen Owen Javier, present at the Zoom. Well, I see Cesar Molina, and you're muted, Cesar.
It mute by itself. Okay, good morning, Judge. How are you?
Morning. Fine.
Look younger than you were when you were on the bench, Judge.
Not working makes you younger. Yeah. Okay. Oh,
I expect him, I have contact with him, so I expect him, he's probably logging in or having troubles having logging in.
okay, then.
I'd like to confer in the meantime.
Okay, so in the meantime, you want to confer,
I was talking to Caitlin, I think.
right? And she's conferring right now with somebody else. As soon as she gets out, I'll ask Patty to put you in a conference with her, okay?
I appreciate that, Judge. Thank you, huh?
Thank you. Okay. So then going to page 2 of the docket. First case is struck out, second case struck out. So I'm looking now at the third case of the docket on page 2. State of Texas versus Joseph Patrick, is it Connors? And the attorney is
Yeah.
Sean Brown on that case. Mr. Connors present in the meeting?
Your Honor, that got reset as well. Brian Oriole for Sean Brown is out of town. It got reset for September 9th.
That's reset for September the 9th. Let me mark that off my sheet. Okay. Next case is struck out. Next case struck out. So the next case after that is State of Texas versus Julio Gonzalez, and I have Joseph Stateson as the attorney. Is Julio Gonzalez present at the Zoom meeting here?
Joseph Stateson, counsel for Mr. Gonzalez. I'm in the courtroom. It's a trial setting. My client is parking. He's about to be in the building.
Okay.
We are ready for trial. He refused pre-trial diversion. He refused any plea offer. We need a trial setting.
Can we get a trial setting on that, Patty? I'm going to take your word as a officer of the court that your client is parking. Is that correct, Mr. Stateson?
He texted me just now, and we can wait. I can wait for him to appear.
Yes, Your Honor. Our next trial date is Tuesday, July 27th.
Okay, so it's going to be set for trial July 27th
Yes, sir.
of this year?
Yes, sir.
For I'm assuming it's a jury trial, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Stateson,
July 27th, 2/7.
July 27th, it's set for jury trial.
Thank you, Judge. May I be
Okay, let
excused?
your client know.
Thank you.
All right, the next case on the docket is State of Texas versus Gerardo Longoria. Angela Blake is the attorney. In that case, is Angela, first of all, is Mr. Longoria in the meeting?
I'm right here. I don't know if it's
You're under OnePlus Nord, okay. And is Angela Blake in the meeting?
She was on vacation. Oh, out of town. She had told me out of town, but
Okay.
uh,
Patty,
sorry.
I'll look into it, Judge, and I'll let you know
okay, Mr.
momentarily.
Longoria, can you just hang on in the meeting for a while I have the coordinator look into that, all right?
Yep.
You can put
Sure.
yourself on mute or darken your tube or whatever you want to do. All right,
Yes,
I'm
sir.
right now putting the attorney late. And in the meantime, did Ms. Caitlin Morgan is still in the conference with Sofia Martinez, so we're waiting to hear on that one. Okay, moving down the docket, next case is scratched out. Then the next case on the docket is Rudy Puente, and the attorney in that case is Jesse Sepulveda. Is Mr. Puente in the meeting? And is Mr. Sepulveda here? And that'll be a tentative FTA. Next case is scratched out. Going to page 3 of the docket. First case is scratched out. So the second case then is State of Texas versus Luis Alberto Sanchez. The attorney is Monica Kerlan.
Good morning, Judge. He is present with counsel,
Okay,
and I'm going to need to confer with the state on this, but I'd hate for my client to have to stick around while I'm in that line to confer. May he be excused?
yes, he can be excused and you can confer with the prosecutor, okay? In the
Thank you.
meantime, Mr. Sanchez,
Yes, Your Honor.
you will contact your attorney as soon as you can to find out what the outcome was of that conference, okay?
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Okay, and you can expect that your next reset will probably be an in-person reset as well, probably.
In person,
All right?
in person reset, okay?
All right, all right. And you're number 3 to confer. You're with our very popular prosecutor right now, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so hold on. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
And moving down next to, and by the way, Patty, that's what Judge Longoria would have done in this case, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Next case that's on my docket is Stephanie Elaine Bettis, and I have attorney listed as Jeffrey Knoll. Oh, do I have Miss Bettis in the docket? Is she present?
Yes, hello. Yes.
Okay, there you
I'm
are.
present.
Okay.
And I'm present, Judge, for Ms. Pettis.
Okay, and it's Hull, not Knoll. I'm sorry, I misread that. So, Mr. Hull, what can you tell me about this case? What do you need to do on this?
Judge, may I be placed in line to confer with the state?
Yes, sir, you can. You'll be number 4 to confer with the state, okay?
Thank you,
So
Judge.
far, we only have 1 prosecutor. Is that right, Patty?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Going now to the next case on the docket, which has a lot of writing on there, but I have written on here, not ordered.
Yes, Your Honor, and that is getting reset. The attorney, Patricia Villera, is in 187 jury trial this morning. So
Okay.
it's getting reset for felony pending September 9th.
Okay, that's going to be reset to September the 9th. And so I can scratch that off my docket. Moving down the docket, next case is scratched out. So the next case then is going to be Matthew John Cleon, and the attorney in that case is Carlos Martinez. Mr.
Your
Cleon,
Honor, I'm sorry, that one also got reset for PTD. He's already in PTD for 6 months, so it got reset for November 8th.
okay, November the 8th, okay. So I'll scratch that off my docket. Okay, next case then on the docket is Texas versus Victor Jesse Arredondo. Attorney on that is Eddie Brodnovic. Is Mr. Arredondo, is that Mr. Arredondo in the courtroom?
Yes, sir, right here.
Oh, there's Mr. Arredondo. Okay. And is Eddie Brodnovic present? Okay, Mr.
He's not in the
Arredondo,
courtroom. He's not in the courtroom, Judge. That gentleman.
pardon me?
The gentleman is not in the courtroom.
Okay,
Oh, I
I'm at home.
Arredondo is in the meeting. He's
Yes.
on Zoom. So we're looking for Mr. Brodnovic, and he's not present right now. We're going to mark here attorney late. So Mr. Arredondo, just hang around the meeting, put yourself on mute, and when your attorney comes in, we'll take care of your case. All right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Next case on the docket is State of Texas versus Edward Joel Perkins. I do not have an attorney listed on this case. Is Mr. Perkins?
Your Honor, this is let's see if I can get my lighting right. This is Cleo Marshall. Good morning.
Yeah, good
Mr.
morning.
Mr. Perkins just hired me this morning to represent him on that case, literally about 20 minutes ago. So I have not had an opportunity to do a notice of appearance of counsel, but we will get that in, and then it'll give me an opportunity to get some of the discovery on the case. I'm asking for a reset because I'm supposed to be in Guadalupe County for a capital this morning, so I'm trying to get there as well.
Okay. And did he hire you in person or by Zoom, or how did he hire you, Cleo?
Well, I know his family. I've been knowing him all of his life, so he hired me over the telephone. He gave me a call.
Okay. All right. I'm going to allow him not to appear by Zoom on this one since he just hired you, but next time.
Oh, he's on. He's on, Judge. He's on Zoom.
Where is he?
Mr. Perkins, identify yourself.
Can you hear me?
Okay, there you are. Your Galaxy A12 on my phone.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then we're going to reset this, Mr. Marshall, to when, Patty?
Did you want 30 days, Your Honor?
For 30 days, we're okay, Mr. Marshall?
Oh, what is that? What is that date? Because I do have a vacation letter in.
Tuesday, August 10th.
Okay, give me just
August 10th.
August the 10th will be okay. That'll work.
Okay, so we set to August the 10th. That's going to be an in-person reset. You understand that, Mr. Perkins?
Yes,
Okay, so
sir.
in person, okay,
Gonna have to go to County Court 5 in person. All right.
okay,
And
thank
guys
you.
be excused. Thank you, Cleo.
Thank you so much, Judge.
Thank you.
Okay, now, next case is scratched off my docket, so I'm going to page 4 of my docket. And Ms. Morgan is out of the conference room with Ms. Martinez. So let me go back to page 1 of the docket. Ms. Martinez?
Yes, Judge. Ms. Morgan and I confer, Judge, there's some immigration issues still pending on that. I talked to the immigration attorney, so we just need a reset on that for at least 60 days while we're waiting for the documents he needs to finish advising us.
Okay, is that correct? Are you okay with that reset then, Ms. Caitlin?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so Patty, what day can you give me then?
September 9th.
Okay, we're gonna reset this to September 9th. That's an in-person, go to County Court 5 in-person reset.
Yes, sir.
All right, and you and your client then can be excused, Ms. Martinez. Thank you.
Okay, Judge. Thank you very much. I'll let her know because she's a Spanish speaker. Abigail, se puede ya, ahorita le hablo por teléfono. Ya se puede bajar de la computadora.
Okay, now the next person in line to go in the conference room with Ms. Morgan, and you're much in demand this morning, Ms. Morgan. I believe the second person to ask for you was Cesar Molina.
Yes, sir.
Can we place him in a breakout room, Patty, Cesar Molina and the prosecutor?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
Done.
going back to my regular docket, I was on page, I believe, beginning page 4.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And that would lead me to State of Texas versus Laura Valadez. The attorney in that case, again, is Ms. Carolan. You have this docket loaded today, Ms. Carolan. What's going on in that case?
Good morning, Judge. She is logging in right now. I believe if she was having a little bit of trouble, so I resent her the link. I just need another reset so that we can confer with the state. I still need to review discovery in this matter.
Okay. I'm going to take your word as an officer of the court that she is trying to log on right now. And you need a reset on this case. Do you want to try and hang on and confer at the same time with since you're conferring with the prosecutor anyway?
Absolutely, that would be great.
Do you want to confer on that one as well?
Yes, sir.
All right, then I'm going to mark you as conferring and we'll let your client log
When I
in.
see her pop on, I'll notify you if that's okay.
Okay, thank you. So I'm marking you as conferring on that as well. All right.
Thank you.
Come on, Paul. Then the next case on the docket is, we're gonna have to start printing these in double large print for the old man because my eyes are going. Renero Cruz Garcia, and the attorney in that case is Fernando Ramos.
He's here in the courtroom, Judge, Spanish speaking only.
Okay, and Mr. Ramos, is he present?
Dijo que él iba a mandar, hasta ayer se logró comunicar conmigo. Dijo que no me podía representar porque tenía no sé qué en un hospital. Pues
¿Tiene alguien en el hospital? ¿Quién tiene a alguien en el hospital?
Pues él, eso fue lo que me dijo ayer y no podía presentarse a hoy. Le iba a mandar a usted un correo o algo, dijo, para...
Bueno, toma un asiento, vamos a esperar a ver qué va a mandar él. O bueno, toma un asiento, señor.
Bueno, gracias.
Patty, can you check on that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, next attorney. I'm going to put late here. Next case on the docket is Joshua Marcelo Amparan, and the attorney listed on that is Sean Brown. I think Sean Brown had a case we said earlier.
Yes, sir. That got reset as well. 60 days, September 9th.
So this case is receptive September 9th. Is Mr. Aparan in the meeting? Okay, I guess it must have been reset earlier. All right. Next case on the docket then is State of Texas versus Victor De La Torre. The attorney in that case, I believe, is Mr. Cobbs, Adam Cobbs.
Good morning, Your Honor. Counsel is present. Mr. De La Torre is online as well. He's on the Zoom. I do see him. Judge, I'm actually in a seminar this week, and that was part of a vacation CLE letter I filed back on March. And so I was going to ask that this case get reset for 30 days. The felony, we resolved it last month, the motion to revoke. And so now I just need to resolve this new case.
Okay. Can we reset this case then for 30 days or more? Ms. Garcia?
Yes, sir. August 9th.
That'll be perfect. Thanks, Patty.
Reset
You're
to
welcome.
August 9th. This is an in-person reset. Where is your client?
Victor De La Torre.
Right here, sir.
One more time. Where are you talking from?
Right here, Your Honor.
Oh, I see you now. Okay, thank you. Mr. Del Toro, this is an in-person reset, so make sure you understand that. You have to show up in court in person next time. And it's reset to August the 9th, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Good luck to you.
May we be excused, Your Honor?
You can be excused.
Thank you.
All right, next case on the docket is listed as State of Texas versus Crystal Marie Blunt. There is no attorney in this case.
Morning, Your Honor. Ivan Barrera here. We filed a note. This case was recalled for 1 week because we were having issues with me being appointed as the attorney of record. It's been resolved, Judge. I just checked the Bexar County website. It has me listed. And so that's been resolved.
Okay, is Crystal Blunt in the meeting?
Present, Your Honor.
Okay, there you are. All right, thank you. So, Mr. Barrera, what do you want to do with this case then?
Judge, I looked at the evidence yesterday. We're still missing blood results. So I just asked for a reset.
Okay, Patty, can we reset this case then?
Yes, Your Honor. Can we make that a 45-day reset?
Yes.
Okay, it's August 30th.
Mr. Barrera, is that okay with you?
That'll work, Judge.
Okay, then Ms. Blunt, understand this is an in-person reset. You have to appear in person. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, it's reset to August the 30th. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Ms. Morgan has just gotten out of the breakout room with Mr. Molina. And Mr. Molina, which was your case again? I'm trying to. I got it.
Keen
Yeah.
Javier.
What's going on with that case, please?
Judge, the state has asked for a week. She's going to review some of the evidence there and make a decision on that case in a week.
Can we reset this for 1 week, Patty?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's July 14th
Is that in person or Zoom?
in Zoom.
That'll be a Zoom reset then, Ms. Blunt. You understand? Sorry, Mr. Molina. But
Yes,
where's your client, Mr. Javier? Where are you?
Yeah, I don't see him right now on the screen right now.
He was earlier. Okay, well, just make sure he understands that it's a Zoom, okay?
Yes, sir, I will.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
Thank you. Now, Ms. Morgan is now free to confer with the next person that wishes to confer with her. And let me look. And I believe the next person who wants to confer with Ms. Kelleran. I'm sorry, I'm mispronouncing your name on that, Monica. Can I urge you to either divorce your husband or change your name so I can pronounce it? How are you?
I'm sorry, Judge. Can
Okay.
you hear me?
Yeah, how do you pronounce that last name again?
Kerala, like Kerrville, Allah.
Okay, Kerala. Okay, I'll try that. You can, okay, just ignore the stuff about ignoring your husband. Then. All right, you want to confer with the prosecutor on 2 cases.
Yes, sir.
So can you place Ms. Kerala with the prosecutor, please?
Yes, sir. I did.
We did. Okay, now. All right. Going back to the page 4 of the docket. And page 4 of the docket, I'm now at State of Texas versus Anthony Ortega Ross. The attorney in that case is listed as Daniel Request.
It's denied request, Your Honor.
Okay.
I'm not sure if he hired
Oh.
an attorney.
Okay. So do we have Mr. Ortega and the meeting? Mr. Ortega, are you present? Okay, I don't see Mr. Ortega present. I'm just going to put a tentative FTA on that and come back to it. Next
Yes,
case on the docket then would be Willie Don Rogers, represented by Mr. Mamori, and I know I saw his.
Judge, good morning.
And your
Judge,
sir.
Mr. Rogers has a case pending in felony court that is not from the same offense date. I have attempted several times to get in touch with my client and have not been successful, Judge. So I don't know if that person is here right now or not.
Is Mr. Rogers present? Mr. Willie Rogers?
Judge, I believe it's a female, Billy
Billy
Dawn.
Rogers? Okay.
Billy Dawn Rogers.
Billy Don Rogers, present at the Zoom meeting?
She's here in the courtroom.
Oh, she's in the courtroom. All right, so we have her in the courtroom, Mr. Mamori. So what's your?
Well, that's a surprise to me, Judge, so I don't know how to get in touch with her.
Okay. I'm not
Judge,
sure.
I can put them in a breakout room.
Okay. Would you like to go in a breakout room with your client then, Mr. Mamori?
Of course, Judge, of course.
Okay, then let's place them in a breakout room, please.
Patty,
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
before you do that, let me just let the judge know that I have Fantasy Martinez here in the courtroom, so he won't be calling her name, and she's not gonna be able to respond because of the breakout.
Oh, the next person that's on the list.
Fantasy Martinez, she's on page number 5.
He's
I
on
know
page
you're probably
5.
gonna get past where I'm at.
The first one on page 5, Your Honor.
Okay, Fantasy Martinez. Do we have the attorney, Michael Zamora, present in the meeting?
No, sir, he's not, no. Just a client.
Okay, well then go ahead and put that lady in a breakout room with Mr. Mamori, and we'll deal with that other case later. Okay.
Yes, sir. Ready, Judge.
Okay. So then the next case on the docket is State of Texas versus Joanna Crystal Escalante. I have attorney Tanya Rivera listed.
Good morning, Your Honor. Tanya Rivera, and my client is present here on Zoom.
Okay, where is he, Mr. Escalante? Can
I'm right here. Miss
Oh,
Joanna
Miss Escalante.
Escalante.
Sorry.
Right here.
Joanna, okay. So what is your pleasure on this case, Mr. Rivera?
Your Honor, I'd like to confer with the state. This is a first setting.
Confer with the state? Okay.
Yes, please.
She's conferring right now. The prosecutor is conferring with Ms. Kalala. And so as soon as she finishes, I will put you in a breakout room with her, or have actually Patty do it. Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Next case on the docket I have is listed as I think is a fugitive. Is that right, Patty?
Yes, sir.
Is Santos Manuel Santos Rangel Moreno present? Attorney Jesse Sanchez?
Yes, Judge, I'm present. I checked with PR bond. He's on a PR bond. I called his mother, left a message, no return calls. He's homeless. Plus, I also see that he has a felony pending, which I was not aware of.
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Sanchez, but right now he's a tentative FDA. If something can change, you let us know. But if that's the only case holding you on the docket, you can go ahead and be excused. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Okay. And next case on the docket then is listed as another fugitive is Arlene Camacho, with an attorney listed as Sharif Gazawi.
I'm present, Your Honor.
Okay, is Arlene Camacho present?
I'm not seeing her.
Okay. She's listed as a fugitive on my docket, and she's not present at the meeting. She's going to be an FTA later on. If this is the only case holding you, Mr. Gazawi, then you can be excused. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, I'm now moving to page 5 of my docket. And the state of Texas, in this case, versus Fantasy Martinez, and we have Fantasy Martinez in the courtroom, but we don't have Michael Zamora present, do we?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, so Ms. Martinez, just have a seat. We're going to wait and see if your lawyer is going to show up later, okay? Just have a seat. Okay. All right. Next case on the docket is Pablito Lopez, and the attorney in that case is Catherine Valenzuela.
Your Honor, Attorney Valenzuela is at jail court with 4 defendants. this morning, and it got reset because there's no file yet. 60 days, September 8th.
So this case is reset to September the 8th. Okay. Is Mr. Lopez present? Okay. Well, we'll reset it to September the 8th, and hopefully he'll show up in person then, or there'll be a warrant. All right. Going back now to the docket on page 5, State of Texas versus Michael Anthony Gonzalez. Ray Lopez listed as the attorney.
I'm present, Judge. I've had no contact with him. He's also got a felony pending. I'm not sure if he's showed up on Zoom in the courtroom, but I've tried to reach him and have had no luck.
Is there a Michael Gonzalez in the Zoom meeting here? Okay, this will be an FTA. If you don't have anything else holding you in this docket, you can be excused, Mr. Lopez. Okay.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
Okay, I've got now on the docket Christina Marie Gomez, Cleophas. I'm sorry, no, it's not. It's Marshall White. Pardon me, Marshall. I got you confused with the other black attorney on my docket today. That's bad. Is Christina Gomez present in the meeting? Mr. White, what can you tell me?
Yes, Judge. Like Mr. Lopez before me, I've tried to contact Miss Gomez. I called her bond company yesterday evening, and so I've tried to contact her. And like Mr. Lopez, Miss Gomez has a pending felony in another court, the 399. So she does have another misdemeanor case in this court. I think it's a line through on the docket. So I'm not too sure how the court wants to play that out.
Well, Mr. White, if this is the only case holding you, you can be excused. As far as I'm concerned, she'll be an FTA unless she shows up to the Zoom. All right.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank
Have
you.
a good day.
You too. Have a good day. Okay, going down to the next person. It's a jail case. It was not, defendant was not ordered, and that is Daniel Cheever. Attorney listed on that is William Chumley. Or is that Dwight Chumley? Is that the same? William
Yes,
Chumley?
yes, sir.
Okay, so Dwight Chumley present in the meeting, and we've not ordered the defendant. So what would I normally do with this case?
Your Honor, the defendant is incarcerated for all the cases, all 4 felony cases, plus this misdemeanor. Is it okay if we just reset it 60 days out for felony pending indictment?
Yes, we'll do that. He's in jail, right?
Yes, sir.
Reset for felony pending, and that's going to be when?
It will be September 9th.
September the 9th. Okay. And then the next case on my docket is listed as State of Texas versus Derek Williams, attorney.
It's
John-
Charles Bunk.
Charles Bunk, okay. First of all, is Mr. Williams in the meeting? Derek Williams? And your Galaxy 7159 waving at me right now. I see you, sir. Okay, so is Attorney Bunk in the meeting? Okay, Mr. Williams, I'm going to mark your attorney as being late to the meeting, and we'll recall your case in a little bit. So just hang on, all right? Thank you for letting me know you're here. But stay put. Don't go anywhere. Just put yourself on mute. Okay, now, last case on my docket is, well, I don't think there is a last case on my docket. Page 6 has nothing on it, right, Patty?
Well, Your Honor, I have an add-on, the recall from yesterday on Genesis Valderas, 627-868, attorney Efrain Torres.
Genesis Valderas present in the meeting?
We had scheduled it for 10:30.
Okay, so that's it. Okay, a little early on that, so we'll let that go. All right, I'm going to go back to the beginning of my docket. Let's see, Miss Morgan is finished conferring with Miss Keala. So Miss Keala, I'm going to go back to my docket and find you if I can. Ms. Keala,
Yes, sir.
what about Mr. Luis Sanchez?
So Judge, we have a couple things that we're going to follow up on and get with the DA. They're going to be visiting within their office as well about the requested offer we discussed. So if we
So it's
can,
gonna be reset then?
yes, sir.
Patty?
August 10th.
It's reset then to August the 10th. That is an in-person reset. So make sure is your client present in this meeting? I forget. Mr. Sanchez?
No, sir, we excused him earlier, but he was here.
Okay, then make sure that you let him know it's an in-person reset to August the 10th.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and now I'm looking for you again on my docket because you had another case. That would be on Laura Valadez.
Yes, sir, and she has been able to log in. She is present.
Okay,
Ms. Valadez, if you'll please announce that you're here.
I'm present.
okay, I see you now, Ms. Valadez. Thank you. So what's going to happen in Ms. Valadez's case?
She's also going to be reset. The prosecution hasn't had an opportunity to look at the case, and I haven't reviewed the discovery either. So we both need a reset.
So what date are we doing on that, Patty?
The same day, Your Honor, August 10th.
Okay, reset to August the 10th. Ms. Valadez, that's an in-person reset. That means you have to go to the courtroom in person. Are we clear about that?
Great.
Got it? Okay, thank you. Then that case is reset to August the 10th.
Thank you, Judge. May we be
You
excused?
can be excused. And Monica, that's the only thing I have with you, right?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Going to the conference, next case that needs to go to a conference, I have listed as Joanna Escalante and Tanya Rivera. Tanya Rivera needs to confer with the prosecutor. Is that right, Ms. Rivera?
Yes, Your Honor.
So can we place her in a breakout room with the prosecutor?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so now I'm going back to the beginning of my docket. To see if I can clean up some stuff here.
Judge, this is Amir Memori. If you have a minute, please, when you I need to go.
Yes, sir, Mr. Memori. What can I do?
Judge, on Billy Rogers, I have conferred with my client. She has a felony pending that has not been indicted. And I need to get in touch with the felony prosecutor to see why this case hasn't been indicted from June of last year. Can we get a 30-day pretrial setting, Your Honor?
Only if I can find you on my docket again, Mr. Memori.
It's on page 4. Page 4, Your Honor.
Okay,
Yes,
hold on.
sir.
All right, Mr. Memori on page 4. I'm looking for you right now. Okay, I see you. This is going to get reset then to when, Patty?
Did you say 30 days or 45 or I'm sorry, 60
Mr.
for?
Memori?
Let me get a 45-day reset just to see.
I don't know if you're talking about another case because she does have a case that has been indicted out of the 379.
Has that been indicted?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then I don't think, do we have let me check and see if we have a court date on that.
The last date on it was April 16th, 2021.
So it hasn't been reset, Judge.
Okay.
We don't have a reset. So if I can get in touch with the 379, see where we are with this case.
Let's give you a hard reset on this. That way the case won't get lost in the cracks.
Yes, Judge.
60 days, Judge?
60 days.
Okay, it'll be September 8th.
This is going to be reset to September the 8th on the felony pending.
Judge, do you want my client to come back into the courtroom and you can inform her, or do you want me to inform her, Judge?
You can inform her. That's fine with
Okay.
me.
So September the 8th?
In the courtroom right now?
She's in the hallway, Judge.
Can we bring her back into the courtroom?
Yes, let me go get her, Judge, real quick.
Okay, hold on. We're going to bring her in and I'll tell her that way we can be sure about that. We're talking about Billy Rogers right now, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
I think she's gone, Judge. She left. She's
No,
not
no,
in the
she-
hallway.
No, I told her to wait in the hallway.
Well, she was here, so I'm going to take that as being present. And Mr. Memori, I'm going to count on you to give the reset to her. All right?
Let me have her come back into the courtroom, Judge.
Well, she's left.
Yeah, she's gone.
Go back into the courtroom, ma'am. Go back into the courtroom.
Oh,
She'll
she'll
be-
be talking on the phone?
Yes, she'll come into the courtroom, Judge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right here,
ma'am.
Judge.
Your case has been reset to September the 8th. All right? You have to appear back in County Court 5 at September the 8th in person. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it'd be 9 o'clock. All right, thank you, ma'am. You can be released. You can be
Judge,
excused.
can I be excused?
Yes, do you need to tell anything to your client before you go?
No, Judge, I'll call her.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Patty.
You're welcome. Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
I just wanted to let you know on page 3, you skipped Jeffrey Hole
I
to
did?
confer.
I'm sorry if I
Jeffrey
did.
Hole on Stephanie Elaine Perez.
Okay. Mr. Perez wants to confer. I mean, Mr. Hall wants to confer in that case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, he's number, I didn't write confer, I just wrote the number on that as being the fourth person to confer. All right, the district attorney is still conferring with Tanya Reeves, so whenever she finishes, Mr. Hall, I'll put you in there. I'll have Patty put you in there. I'm sorry if I overlooked you.
No problem. Thank you, Judge.
Okay, now I'm going back to the beginning of my docket, okay? I have listed the first case, Jesus Lujano. I have the attorney Cornelius Cox is being listed late. Is there anyone here on that case? Mr. Lujano?
Yes, sir. I was waiting for Mr. Cox.
And Mr. Cox, is that you in the courtroom, Mr. Cox?
Yes, Your Honor.
So what can you tell me about this case, Mr. Cox?
I'd like to confer with the state if I can.
You want to confer? Okay, you'll be, there's one person ahead of you. Well, the prosecutor's conferring with one person, and Tina's confer with another person, then you. You'll be like number 3 on the list.
Thank you, Judge.
Are you going to be there in the courtroom, or are you going to go do something else?
I got something to 187th across the hall, but I have my laptop, and I'm gonna get on.
Okay,
So
go ahead and do that.
I'll be available. Okay?
All right. Well,
Thank you.
thank you. Next case I have listed as a possible FTA is Norma Vasquez, attorney Richard Garcia. I think I saw you log in, Mr. Garcia.
Judge, I'm here. I'm looking at the docket and it has Norma Vasquez deleted from or lined out.
Page 1, Richard.
Oh, page 1. Okay, let me check the docket. Does she have a felony that I don't know about?
She's got 2 felonies pending indictment.
And I don't think I'm her attorney on those. Is Jennifer Vaughn an attorney?
No, I believe she's a pretrial services officer.
Oh, okay. Then maybe I'm her attorney on those, and I just don't remember. She's every time I talk to her, she picks up a new case.
Okay, well, it must be the effect you have on people, Mr. Garcia. Right now, she's listed as an FTA because she's not here at the meeting.
Okay.
If you can find her, contact her, or do something with it, I'm willing to let the FTA, but right now it's an FTA. All right.
Okay. How long do we have, Judge?
Monica, Patty, how long does Judge Longoria give him?
Oh, you have a week.
A week.
Till next
Week,
Wednesday.
All right.
Okay, Patty, I'll send you a text if I find her to put me back on the docket.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Good to see you, Richard. Take care.
Likewise.
All right, next case on the docket is Adrian Fraga, attorney James Dwiggin, also listed as possible FTA. Do we have Adrian Fraga? We do not. Now, Ms. Rivera, you just came out of a conference room. Let me see if I can find you. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. No.
She's on page 4, Your Honor.
Okay, page 4. Okay, Ms. Rivera.
Mr. Honor,
What happened?
we need a reset for the state to contact the complaining witness.
Okay, and how long a reset?
I'm not sure how much time is more.
Your Honor, if we could get 30 days.
Okay, so Patty,
It'll be August 10th.
it's going to be reset to August 10th. Ms. Rivera, just let your client know. This is an in-person reset. Mr. Escalante, if he's present in the meeting, he may have already been excused. His case is reset for an in-person
She's there, Your Honor, Joanna Escalante, she's there.
I'm here.
This case is
Yes, sir.
for August the 10th. That's in person. You have to go to the courtroom. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Good luck.
Thank
to you.
you.
Thank you,
Okay,
Judge.
now
May we
that
be
leaves-
excused?
You can be excused, Mr. Villa. Thank you.
Thank
That
you.
leaves Ms. Morgan free to confer with the gentleman that I skipped over last time, Mr. Howell or Hole. How did you pronounce that, sir?
That's correct, Judge. It's whole.
It's Hole. Mr. Hole, you need to go into conference room with Ms. Morgan. Patty, can you do that for me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, here we go again. I've lost my place on my docket.
You were at the bottom of page 1.
We're at the bottom of page 1.
Well, Fraga, Adrian Fraga, FTA, James Dwiggins, attorney.
Okay, Fraga, Dwiggins, anybody present on that case? So that'll still be an FTA. The next case I have listed is the attorney being late.
Your Honor, I'm sorry, I got a message from Jessica Gonzalez. She says she's being held hostage in County Court 13. They're not gonna let her leave while the judge is doing her docket. So she can't come across over to sign in with us because she was gonna go into the hallway to log on. So she just says, I'll join as soon as I can.
Okay, so we'll still mark her as late for right now. All right.
Yes, sir.
But see if you can get a hold of Judge of County Court 13 and see how much ransom money he needs to. Never mind. Just joking. Just joking. All right. Next thing is a 1030 plea. The next case was reset. All right. I'm going now to page 2 of the docket. Page 2 of the docket. I think everything was taken care of on page 2 of the docket. Is that right? Oh, actually, it was one in the middle. The attorney was late on that. Gerardo Longoria and
Judge, I haven't called to find out if attorney Angela Blake is out of town yet.
Okay, so Mr. Longoria, I'm sorry, just hold on. We still need to make a phone call on that one. All right. Thank you. Just be patient, please. All right. Do you want to call right now, Patty?
Yes, sir. And I also need to check on Fernando Ramos, attorney Fernando Ramos, about his possibly having a family member in the hospital.
Okay. I got a message from Mark Darling about somebody. Hold on. And I didn't get to read it. I'm sorry. Mr. Darling, what did you want to do?
Good morning, Judge Canales. Judge, I've been communicating with Patty about a lady named Jessica Ramirez, and I have a case number for you. You won't find her on the docket. She was to make an appearance today to preserve her liberty. She had a week from the 30th of June to appear. So Patty kindly had us log on at 8:50 this morning for that purpose. She has felonies pending, but still she didn't log on. So there she is now. I see her in the middle there, Jessica Ramirez. I just asked the court to note her appearance. And
well, I don't have a video on this. So I don't know who's logging on right now.
Yes, sir. That's her.
Okay, that's Ms. Ramirez right there.
Yes, sir.
And Ms. Ramirez, you're on mute. That's okay. Patty, can you do something about that with Mr. Darling? Can you recall that FTA on that lady?
Yes, sir. I just need the case number, Mr. Darling.
The case number for that is 654991. And I sure do appreciate it. She's got felonies pending. We're working on it.
I'm sorry, I lost you.
It's yes, sir. 654991.
Got it. I'll send you the new court date. Actually, I'll go ahead and tell you right now. It's going to be August 11th.
Okay. Well, I sure appreciate your help, and I know my client does too. And
okay, that's good. Then you can both be excused, Mr. Darling and Ms. Ramirez. You can be excused.
All right.
Mr. Hull just came out of this conference. And Mr. Hull, what was the result of your conference with the prosecutor in the Stephanie Bettis case?
Yes, Judge. I was just discussing some of the terms of the offer with the prosecutor. I think that we're pretty close to an agreement here. I just need, maybe, would it be possible to have a week just to discuss some of these terms with my client and set us for a plea?
Okay, can I set you for a plea then? Is that for real?
I think we can set it for a plea, Judge. There are just some details I need to go over with my client.
Okay, so
just to confirm a
what
few
date can you
things.
set it for a plea then, Patty?
Okay, it'll be Wednesday, July 14th.
Is that in person or Zoom?
It'll be Zoom.
That'll be a Zoom hearing. So Ms. Perez, are you present? This case is going to get reset for a plea for a Zoom hearing on July the 14th. Okay? And so that Mr. Hole and your client, do you need to say anything else to your client while we are here?
No, Judge, I'll call her after, Doc. Okay, thank you.
Then you all can be excused from the meeting then. Thank you very much. All right?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, so where was I? We were trying to get a hold of an attorney for Mr. Longoria before, Angela
Yes,
Blake.
sir. Yes, sir. May I go ahead and be excused to do that?
Yes, please. I just, because Ms. Longoria has been waiting an awful long time. I want to. So hold on, everyone else, hold on, please. In the meantime, is there any other attorney that needs to confer with the DA? Okay, so we're good on all the conferring part of it. I'm waiting on the coordinator to find out about Mr. Longoria's lawyer.
Excuse me, Judge.
Yes, sir.
Am I able to leave or do I got to still be on?
Mr. Vega, hold on a minute. I'm waiting on the coordinator to get back from her phone call. Was your lawyer not present also, Mr. Vega?
Yeah.
Okay, let me look for you on my docket.
It's on page 1.
Page 1. Okay. Who's your attorney, Mr.?
Castro.
Okay, I have Lucano, I have Vega, I have Vasquez. Yes. Patty?
Judge, on Angela Blake's client, she is on vacation. Can we go ahead and reset this
We
to
sure can.
Thursday, August 12th?
Okay, Mr. Longoria, your attorney's on vacation, so we're going to reset your case to August, what was that again? 12?
August 12th?
August 12th at 9 o'clock. That's an in-person reset. You got to go to the court in person, Longoria. Okay.
Yeah, what time? Or
9 o'clock.
Oh, 9 o'clock, August 12th?
August the 12th, in person, County Court 5.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, now, what about Mr. Joshua Vega? I'm looking for him right now on my docket. I don't see him on page 1.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's do I leave or do I stay on here?
You can leave. You've got your reset date and you can leave, Mr. Longoria.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Your Honor, Joshua Vega, that got reset to August 6th. Attorney had a family medical emergency.
Okay, Mr. Vega, your case is reset to August the 6th. What day? What page of my docket's that on, please?
That's page 1, Your Honor, the second one.
Oh, okay, so I already have it reset then. Okay,
All
yeah,
right.
it was reset to August.
Hey, Marcia.
Hey again.
Is that August the 6th,
Hold on.
Patty?
Yes, sir.
August the 6th in person. You got to go to County Court 5 in person at 9 o'clock, okay?
All right. In person.
Yes, sir, in person.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. County Court 5. All right, thank you. Okay. Ms. McGinnis. You've just logged into this meeting, and who is your client, ma'am? You're muted.
I believe she's here for Charles Bunk, Your Honor.
She's here for Charles Bunk, and
It's the last one on page 5
going to page 5.
for Derek Williams.
Okay. Derek Williams, and I think I saw him. There he is right there on the top right of my screen. Ms. McGinnis, you're here for Mr. Bunk? Ms. McGinnis? Ms. McGinnis? I'm asking her to unmute, and she's not paying attention to me.
I'm going to text her, Judge.
Oh, now she's looking at the screen now. So maybe. Okay. Ms. McGinnis,
Hello.
you're here for Mr. Bunk on
Hearing
Derek Williams. Is that right? Ms. McGinnis? Ms. McGinnis? Okay, is something wrong with her computer?
I'm gonna have to log on and off or off and on, Judge. I can't hear anything. I'm sorry.
Okay. Ms. McGinnis. Yeah, go ahead and do that. Okay. We're having some more technical difficulties. Okay, I have on my screen Victor Arredondo. What page is he on my docket? Patty?
If you're bringing somebody in, you have to announce yourself.
Mr.
He's on
Arredondo?
page 3, Your Honor. Edward
Page 3.
Bravenik. Ed Bravenik
Eddie
is the attorney.
Bravenik. Mr. Arredondo,
Yes, sir.
we've been waiting all morning long for your attorney. He must be in another courtroom and not available. Patty, do you want to call him or?
Judge, he has got a felony pending indictment. Can we just give it a 90-day reset for felony pending?
Yeah, we can do that. Mr. Arredondo, because
Yes,
you have a felony pending, Patty? Is that
Yes,
right?
sir.
Because you have a felony pending, we're just going to reset this case for 90 days.
It'll
And
be
what date-
October 7th.
this case is going to be reset to October the 7th, Mr. Arredondo. Can you, 9 o'clock in person, all right? That means you have to return to County Court 5 on October the 7th. Can you write that down somewhere? Can you remember that?
I remember that.
Okay, and then get a hold of your attorney and let him know as well, please, all right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. You can be excused from the meeting then. Thank you for your patience with us, Mr. Arredondo.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out what I can do here. Derek Williams, what did we do on that case, Patty? Remind me?
Miss McGinnis is trying to log on, Your Honor.
Okay.
She's here for Charles Bunk.
And that's on the last page of my docket, page
Yes,
3
sir.
or 4 or 5?
Page 5.
Page 5? Okay, I see it. Okay. Patty, is there any way you can call her? It looks like,
Yes, sir. I'll call her.
see what she wants to do with this case? That would probably be the best thing to do.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Patty.
Yes, ma'am.
When you talk to her, will you let her know that there's a felony pending on that one as well?
She's coming on, she's trying to log back on, Your Honor, right now.
Yeah, I just hit the admit button.
Okay. I forget you can do that.
It's okay. Okay, can you hear me, Ms. McGinnis?
Yes, I can hear now, Judge. I tried a different computer.
Mr. Williams is on the Zoom meeting here.
Okay.
What can you tell me about this case? What needs to happen with it?
Judge, I am not quite sure. I'm here for Charles Bunk. If you give me 1 second, I can figure it out. I think that we are newly on the case, but let me check something really quick. Yeah, felony pending, right? Okay, Judge, I believe he has a felony pending, if I'm not mistaken, in the 187th.
That's correct.
Okay, so I guess we would want to have a reset if possible to try to resolve that.
What day can we give him, Patty?
October 7th, Your Honor.
Okay, this is going to get reset to October the 7th. Mr. Williams, this is an in-person reset. You have to appear in County Court 5 on October the 7th at 9 a.m. You have that, sir?
Okay. Yes, can you hear me?
Huh?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, October the 7th at 9.
Yes, sir. In person.
Yes, okay.
County Court 5. All right. Thank you for being so patient with us this morning. All right. You can be
Okay,
excused.
no problem.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank
you. McKinnis, thank you for covering for Mr. Bunk.
You're welcome, Judge. Judge, is there any way I could break out with one of your prosecutors briefly?
Actually, there is a way.
Okay.
Miss Morgan,
Yes, sir.
can we place Ms. McGinnis in the breakout room with you?
Yes, sir.
Patty, would you mind doing that?
I'm doing it now, Judge.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Judge, can I leave?
Yes, sir, you can. You're excused. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Bye.
Judge, I still have a couple here in the courtroom that are waiting for their attorney.
Okay.
Page number 4, the second to the top.
I'm sorry, page number 4, second to the
Number
top.
4, second to the top, Renero Cruz Garcia, Spanish speaking.
Spanish speaker Fernando Ramos is the attorney.
I'm gonna call him now.
Okay, so hold on. And who's the other person you have in the courtroom?
The other person is on page number 5. The
Okay.
first one on the top, Martinez Fantasy. She's waiting for Michael Zamora.
I'll call
so
him as
Patty,
well, Judge.
Okay. Patty's on top of it.
Okay,
Good work,
and then we
Patty.
have
Thank
that one for Jessica Gonzalez also. So
And the other one for Jessica Gonzalez, who's that? I'm sorry.
She's gonna, it's on page 1, Your Honor.
Okay.
Third one from the bottom. She's the one that's in County Court 13.
Oh, that's the one that's being held hostage. Yeah.
Yes,
I
yes, sir.
still didn't get a money amount on that. I mean, is it 5 cents, 10 cents? I mean, what? Never mind.
I'll be right back, Judge. I'm gonna go ahead and
We
call
can wait
Mr.
on that last one
Ramos.
until we get everything else done, and then we'll deal with that. But the other two, Patty, if you wouldn't mind calling the attorneys.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Okay. Are we having fun yet?
all right.
We got the
Well, it's
docket.
Wednesday, Monday.
Your Honor,
Yes, ma'am.
I was able to talk to Attorney Fernando Ramos. He apparently
Okay.
sent a motion for continuance due to having a hospital.
Okay, what,
He's
again,
got
can
an
you point me?
he's got an appointment today in the
Okay, what
hospital.
page are you looking at now on the,
Page 4, the second one on page 4, the gentleman is in the courtroom, Spanish speaker.
so, okay, so the attorney has a medical issue, right?
Yes, sir. And he asked if we could give him 60 days. So I reset it for September 9th.
Okay, we set for September the 9th. Okay. Señor Cruz García, su abogado tiene un problema de médico y vamos a mover su causa hasta el día 9 de septiembre.
Pues eso fue lo que él me
Comprende,
dijo ayer.
señor. Tienes que regresar para atrás el día 9 de septiembre en persona al mismo lugar donde estás ahorita.
Bueno,
Bueno.
realmente Dios que sí. Gracias.
Gracias, señor. Ya te puedes ir si
Bueno,
quieres.
bueno.
Okay, bye-bye.
I'm calling Michael Zamora now.
Okay. And Michael Zamora is going to be which client? I'm sorry, on which page?
The top one on page 5.
I'll put on page 5. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Judge, I left him a message. He didn't answer. I'm gonna check the system to see if he's on vacation.
Okay. Well, then, I think we just need to reset Ms. Martinez then, if we can't get a hold of the attorney. In the jail? I'm sorry, in the courtroom? Courtroom?
Yes, sir.
Is that Ms. Martinez? Is that you, ma'am?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. We cannot get a hold of your attorney. You've been waiting very patient this morning. I'm sorry that you had to wait for your attorney. I'm sure there's probably a good reason for this, but we're going to reset your case because your attorney is nowhere to be found right now. Okay?
Okay, till when?
Having my coordinator give me that date right now.
It'll be August 11th, Judge.
We're going to reset this August the 11th. Okay?
Till then, can I try and get a hold of my attorney?
Yes, absolutely.
For the next court date? Okay.
Your next court date, though, make sure you understand this, is in person, August the 11th in this courtroom, okay?
Yes,
In the
sir. I'll
meantime,
be
I
here.
suggest you try and get a hold of your attorney, okay?
I will. You have a great day.
Thank you, ma'am. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Okay. So Patty, let me go through the docket again. I think we don't have any people left on the docket, right? But
Well, we're waiting on Cornelius Cox to log on Jesus Lujano.
all right. Yeah, we're waiting on Cornelius Cox. And then the next case, Norma Vasquez is going to be an FTA, is that right?
What page are you on, Your Honor?
I'm on page 1.
Oh, okay.
Cornelius Cox is late there, so I have marked as late. Then below him,
Your Honor, he's logging
Neely
on now.
Cox is in right now. Let me admit him.
Okay.
And he wants to confer with the prosecutor.
Correct.
Mr. Cox,
Yes, sir.
you wish to confer with the prosecutor, is that correct?
That's correct, Judge. And if the prosecutor's not available, I'll speak with my client first in a breakout room.
I didn't quite understand it. Do you want to talk to your client or the prosecutor?
If the prosecutor, the prosecutor talk to the prosecutor.
Okay, so Patty, can you put Mr.
If
Cox
not,
on
I'll talk to my client.
Yes, sir. Breakout room 1.
breakout room 1? Should be on your computer, should see a button that sends you there. Okay, he's gone. So in the meantime, let me just go over the docket with you again, Patty.
Yes, sir.
Are you having fun yet, Patty? I'm just
Oh,
having a
yeah.
ball.
Absolutely.
Okay. On page 1, we have Cox conferring right now. Right below Cox, I have a possible FTA
Correct.
on Norma Vasquez. And then below Norma Vasquez, I have another possible FTA on Adrian Fraga.
Yes, sir.
The next one, Jessica Gonzalez. Did we reset that?
No, Your Honor, because Ms. Gonzalez said that she was gonna, as soon as she got done in County Court 13, she was
Okay,
gonna.
that's the one that's the ransom, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
You didn't write ransom, okay. Okay, or hostage. Okay. The next one's a 1030 plea with Leal.
Correct.
And then the next one after that was reset on the bottom of the page.
Yes, sir.
That takes care of page 1. All right, page 2. I'm going down. Well, actually, all of page 2 is taken care of except for, I'm sorry. Second one from the bottom, I have Rudy Puente and Jesse Sepulveda as FTA, possible FTA.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Mr. Torres, Efrain Torres just logged in. Mr. Torres, can I ask which case you're on, sir?
Yes, Judge. Apologies for yesterday. I am on Genesis Balderas.
That's the add-on, Your
Okay,
Honor, the recall from yesterday.
Okay, and she's logging in right now.
Patty?
Yes, sir.
Unfortunately, my client clicked the send too quickly on one of them, and she did not fill out her personal data sheet.
Okay, Ms. Valdez, can we actually see your face, please, ma'am?
Yes, sorry, I'm trying to do it right now.
Okay.
Your Honor, on those type of situations, what happens is Judge Longoria, when they have to come in to put their fingerprint on the document, that's when they fill out the document.
Okay, so what are we going to instruct Ms. Valdez to do then?
After you take the plea, she needs to come by County Court 5 within 7 days and fill out that data sheet.
And I'm going to go ahead and email it to her as well, Patty. So she has it. She has it beforehand. Maybe she can fill out at her home, and then she can just submit it.
Okay. So Ms. Valdez's case is a plea that's from yesterday. That's going to be a plea today. Is that what's happening?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me get with you then. Mr. Cox, you were conferring with the prosecutor. And
I have, Judge, and I just need to be placed in a breakout room with my client right quick.
And your client is?
Lozano, Jesus.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So can you, you want me to do that for you, Patty? Or can you go ahead and do it?
I placed them in the breakout room 2, Judge, already.
Okay, thank you. You're going to breakout room 2 with your client, Mr. Cox. Okay, so then on Mr. Torres's case, do I need to look at my email to see if I have paperwork on that?
Efrain, do you recall if it was sent to Judge Canales or Judge Longoria?
I don't recall who it was sent to, but there is one more issue with that. Ms. Valderas we went through various emails since it's 2 cases that we're doing a plea on. There was a case number. I think Ms. Valderas may be able to tell you what it was, but when she tried to open it, it said that it had been deleted already. So she filled out everything else except for this one email. So I'm not sure that can be resent to her or not.
Okay, I've got on my screen, on my email, I got paperwork for an obstruction of a highway, paperwork amending the charging instrument. I also have a misdemeanor plea paperwork on Ms. Valderas, and I have a plea agreement paperwork on Ms. Valderas. Is that what I should have on my screen then, Mr. Torres?
I believe so, Judge. It's a plea on a DWI and a plea on an obstruction, Judge. So it's 2 charges.
So it's 2 charges. Okay. And let me ask this. Well, let me look at it real quick. Is this Zoom, or do I have to print it out and send it back as a?
I think they're e-docs, Judge. So I think you can just open it up and sign them yourself, and then they should be able to potentially maybe get to Patty.
Okay, let me go over here. Plea agreement. Let me see what I got.
Mr. Torres,
Yes.
there was one deleted and it was 659217, but it was resent. So it's just waiting on your signature. But other than that, we have all of the signatures we need. Once we get your signature on that one and then she signs, we'll have everything.
Okay, no problem.
I will put a reminder on it so it should pop back up to the top of your email.
Can you resend that? I don't know where there's so many of them.
I know it's, I just put it back at the top. I just resent it.
Okay, I'll see when it comes in. Thank you.
Okay, I'm looking now at a plea agreement, and on the plea agreement, I've just checked. She's been admonished on the right to remain silent, and I'm assuming she's a U.S. citizen. Is that right?
That's correct, Judge.
Okay, I'm scrolling down now to. I don't know what the supervisory fee is in the County Court 5. Patty?
I believe the minimum, Your Honor, is $29.
Okay, does your client have a job?
She does, Judge. I mean, yes, Your Honor, she does. She works at a bar.
Oh, that's good.
I know, Judge, and I've spoken to her about that. I think she's in the process of trying to transition out of that, Judge.
Okay. So the administrative fee, what's a normal administrative fee if someone has a minimum wage type job like that, Patty? Is it $29?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then I'm going to put in $29. So I'm clicking that to sign it. Okay, and now I'm going back to the obstruction of a highway paperwork. I'm looking at that right now. Let's see. I have the state's motion to amend the information. Pardon me, I'm not familiar with County Court 5 system. It's a little bit different from the jail court system in terms of sharing the screen, and also the paperwork involved is just a little bit different. Okay. Okay, so I've signed the obstruction of a paperwork of obstruction paperwork. Now I'm looking now at the other paperwork for the regular plea. Excuse me for making you wait.
No, you're fine, Judge.
personal data sheet is empty on there. I'm not being allowed to click to sign without the personal data sheet being filled out on this thing. So I'll have to come back to that. Right now, let me see if I can share the screen on the preliminary stuff. Let's see. No, that's not what I want. Okay, Mr. Torres, your client has got a DWI and an obstruction of a highway, or does she have a DWI that's been reduced to an obstruction of a highway?
No, she's got both, Judge.
Please explain that to me.
She initially was stopped for a DWI maybe about 1.5 years ago. That's going to be reduced, and her current DWI that she's going to plea on, I think she got maybe about 2 or 3 months ago, Judge, and that's going to be reduced just to a simple DWI. So they're going to run concurrent.
Okay. In the meantime, Mr. Cox, you came out of your breakout room with the prosecutor. What's going on with your case?
What we'd like to do, Judge, if we can set it either next Wednesday or Thursday for a plea. And then the prosecutor will get the paperwork to me. I'll get it to my client, and we should be ready to go next Wednesday, Thursday, which is better for the court.
Patty, what can we do on that?
Thursday, July 15th.
Okay, that's fine, Judge.
July 15th. That in person or Zoom, Patty?
It'll be Zoom, Judge.
Okay, that'll be a Zoom then. All right.
Okay. All right.
Patty,
yes.
Did you get that? This is reset to July the 15th for a plea. It's a Zoom. All right.
Yes, sir. Okay.
You can
We'll take
that.
All right. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Okay. On Valderas and Ms. Valderas, I'm going to ask you to please, I'll need you to see your face, ma'am.
Judge, I believe she's trying to sign one more document.
I'm finishing signing the documents.
Okay. Well, is that going to be her probation information on her plea sheet? Because it would not let me sign on that document. Or am I going to have to fill it in?
I don't believe so, Judge. I think Miss Patty mentioned that she could do that in person, but
the data sheet?
Correct.
But it won't allow me to sign it then until that happens. Is that going to be all right, Patty?
Yes, sir.
The Adobe, unless I do the filling out, when I go to Adobe on that, let me make sure. I'm looking at the paperwork on 627868, which is a discovery. Well, I'm having to sign it all over again. Okay, so, all right, I'm just going to do this one paperwork at a time. I'm going to try and share my screen. And I'm going to minimize this. That's what you told me to do before, right, Patty? Minimize it.
Yes, sir.
Share screen. And hopefully this is it right here. Let's see. Yeah, it is. So, Ms. Valderas, can you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear the testimony you're about to give me will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Okay, put your hand down, Ms. Valderas. Is your name Genesis D. Valderas?
Yes.
Are you the same Genesis D. Valderas who in this cause number 627868, who's charged with the offense of obstruction of a highway? Is that you?
Yes.
That case is a Class B misdemeanor, and it's possible in that case that you can be punished anywhere from a minimum of 0 days in jail up to 6 months in jail. In addition, there's a fine possible anywhere from $0 to $2,000. Do you understand what you're charged with in that case?
Yes.
In both these cases, you have filed documents, and you have another case, and I don't have that cause number in front of me, but I'll go over it with you in a minute. You have another case that is a DWI case, right?
Yes.
In that case, it's possible you can be punished anywhere from a minimum of 72 hours in jail up to 6 months in jail. In addition, there's a fine possible anywhere from $0 to $2,000. Do you understand what the range of punishment is on your DWI case?
Yes.
Going on this paperwork right now on your obstruction, you've signed a document called Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights, and you've signed it in both cases. And right here, hold on 1 minute. I'm looking for your signature. Right here is where you signed it electronically. Do you see that, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. When you signed this document, what you did was you gave up all your constitutional rights, among other things. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Are you a citizen of this country?
Yes.
I'm looking now at another document that you have filed in both cases. It's called a trial court certification of defendant's right of appeal. And you have signed this document electronically in both cases as well. You see where I'm moving my cursor?
Yes.
When you signed this document, what you did was you told me, Judge, I understand that if my lawyer makes a deal for me, that's called a plea bargain. If you follow that plea bargain, I understand that I will not have a right to appeal later on in the future. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm clicking to sign that one. Oh, I already signed that one. Okay, so I can get rid of that. Okay. I've already signed that one. I'm looking at another document now that's called a plea agreement, but I don't have any paperwork on the DWI. Can someone give me the cause number on the DWI, please?
Is 659217.
659217. Okay, 659217. That's a DWI. Okay. Now, Ms. Valderas, I don't have the paperwork in front of me on that, but you are pleading guilty to the offense of driving while intoxicated and cause number 659217. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And in that case, that's a DWI. I've already told you that in that case, it's possible you can be punished anywhere from a minimum of 72 hours in jail up to 6 months in jail. In addition, there's a fine possible anywhere from $100 up to a maximum $2,000. You understand the possible range of punishment in that case?
Yes.
Okay. In that case as well, I've already gone over with you the fact that you've given up your constitutional rights and that you are a citizen of this country, right?
Yes.
Okay. I don't have the paperwork, Ms. Morgan, on the DWI in front of me. I do have the plea bargain paperwork in front of me. So I'm going to ask her in just a minute to plead guilty to both cases or no contest, whichever plea she'll do, without the paperwork on the DWI. Is that all right with the state and the
Yes,
court?
that's fine, Your Honor.
Okay. And then you'll catch that paperwork up to me later, I hope.
Yes, once Ms. Balderas signs the paperwork, it should go immediately to you. It was just the last one that just needed her signature, and then you'll have it.
Okay. So then, Ms. Balderas, to the offense of obstruction of highway in cause number 627868, to that offense, how do you plead, ma'am? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
And in cause number 659217, where you're charged with driving while intoxicated, how do you plead in that case, ma'am? Guilty, not guilty, no contest?
No contest.
You understand that on pleas of no contest, the court can still find you guilty. You understand that?
Yes.
Has anybody forced you to enter these pleas?
No.
besides the plea bargain that your lawyer got for you, has anyone promised you anything in order to get you to these pleas?
No.
You're doing these pleas of your own free will.
Yes.
Is there a plea bargain? If it's the same, you can recite it once. If it's different, then please give me the different cause numbers this morning.
Yes, Your Honor, it is the same. It is a $500 fine, court cost, 180 days confinement, probated for 9 months, 48 hours community service, DWI education, tap eval, follow the recs, dip, ignition interlock for half the term, and they are to run concurrently.
That is correct, Your Honor.
And do you agree to all this, Ms. Valderas?
Yes.
Then Ms. Valderas, and cause number 6278. Let me make sure I got that right. And cause number 627868, where you're charged with obstruction of the highway, the court accepts your plea, no contest in that case. And cause number 659217, well, let me do it one at a time. In cause number 627868, where you're charged with obstruction of the highway, the court accepts your plea, no contest in that case. I follow the plea bargain. I sentence you to a $500 fine plus court costs, 180 days, probated for 6 months. I assess 48 hours community service. I assess a DWI education class, TAP evaluation. You follow all the recommendations. You do the DIP program, and you have ignition interlock for half the term in that case. In cause number 659217, where you charge a DWI, in that case, the court accepts your plea of no contest. I follow the plea bargain. I sentence you to a $500 fine plus court costs, 180 days in the Bexar County Jail. However, I suspend that sentence, place you on probation for 6 months. I assess 48 hours community service. I make it a condition of probation. You take a DWI education class. You do the TAP evaluation, follow all its recommendations. You do the DIP program, and you have ignition interlock for half the term of your probation. It is the court's intent, I believe, that both these cases run concurrent. Now, Patty? Patty?
Yes, sir.
I need some guidance here. When Judge Longoria runs probation cases like this concurrent, does he run the fine and the times concurrent? So it's only one fine and one time for both these cases?
Yes, sir.
So even though it says $500 was court costs in each case, it's really only one $500 for court costs. Okay, it's not 1,000. You got that, Ms. Valderas? And the 48 hours community service, that's going to run concurrent as well. Correct, Patty?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So everything is running concurrent. It's just running like one case. You understand that, Ms. Valderas?
Yes.
Okay. And that supervisory fee would be like for one case as well. Is there anything else I need to put on the record for your client, Mr. Torres?
No, Judge, I believe she would just like to ask the court judge to have an opportunity to pay out community service if she's able to.
If Judge Longoria normally does that, I don't have a problem with doing that.
Okay.
Do you do that normally, Patty?
I'm sorry, Judge, I didn't hear your question.
Does Judge Longoria allow defendants to pay out community service hours?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Depending on their wages, based on their salary, he figures out how much to pay it at, like minimum wage or whatever she's making.
Okay. So, and Ms. Valderas, I understand that you have a job in a bar that's not going to be conducive for you living a sober life. You know that, right?
Yes.
I mean, if you already had 2 DWIs, that means that you have a problem with alcohol, and you need to do something about it on your own. This is going to sound like a lecture. I don't like to be known as a lecturing judge, but let me just tell you, all this system is doing is trying to get you to realize that you're messing up and that you need to change your lifestyle, or else you're going to be paying your life out to the state in the installment plan. You know what I mean? I mean, it just gets worse and worse and worse, and then you'll be doing prison time, and nothing happens until the light bulb goes on in your head that I want to change this. I want to quit paying the money to the state. I want to quit reporting. I want to quit doing all this stuff. And that doesn't happen until you're willing to change. Okay. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Anything else I need to talk to this lady about?
No, Your Honor, that's it.
Okay, then Ms. Valderas, you can be excused. Mr. Torres, well, do they need to be excused Patty, do you need to,
She needs to go on breakout with Miss Luna, Your Honor.
okay. Miss Luna, can you go into breakout with Ms. Balderas, explain probation to her?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I'm gonna quit sharing here. And I'm gonna hope, Patty, that during this, I didn't screw anything up and accidentally trash something. If I did, you may have to send me this stuff all over again. All right?
Yes,
On
sir.
terms of paperwork, please double check me.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Ms. Flores, thank you very much.
Can I be put in the breakout room with him as well, Judge?
Yeah, Patty, can you do that?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Patty.
Okay, and now I have someone coming in, I believe, for the 10:30 plea that they were supposed to come in on.
Yes, Your Honor. Stacy Krause, attorney, and her client, Ms. Leal.
Okay.
Good
Ms.
morning.
Kraus, I believe you're supposed to be here for a plea, and I don't have any paperwork on my Gmail account. So what's going on? Hello?
Ms. Krause.
Stacy?
Your Honor,
Yes, ma'am.
Judge Longoria had already signed one paperwork. I just sent you the other one, so now you have the other one to sign.
Okay, let me look at this real quickly. There's obstruction of a highway on Leal. Does she have one case or two cases?
Just one, Your Honor.
One case, okay. Okay, I got the motion.
And once Miss Leal signs the other paperwork, you will be getting that as well. We just don't have her signature on the last paperwork.
Okay, is this a probation case?
It is, yes, it's deferred, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay. So then, let me see. We're waiting on Ms. Kraus. Ms. Kraus, are you with us? Stacy Kraus? Oh, there you are. Good to see you. Can you unmute?
Sorry about that, Judge. I was in another court. So I was like trying to rush between all the courts. That's all I've done all day. Yes, I'm ready to proceed on this.
All right, Ms. Leal, and let me make sure I understand this. Ms. Leal is pleading to one case. It's a DWI that's being reduced down to an obstruction of a highway. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Leal, can you do me a favor and raise your right hand? Do you swear the testimony you're about to give me will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Put your hand down, Ms. Leal. I'm about to try and share my screen with you, and I hope this works. You see my screen, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. I have before me a state's motion to amend the information. Basically, what they're asking the court to do is to reduce a case that's a DWI and down to a Class B misdemeanor, which is obstruction of a highway. Is that the state's motion?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, state's
No.
motion.
Oh, sorry, no objections.
Okay. Well, would there be an instance where you would object it? Never mind. Okay, the state's motion to reduce this case to an obstruction of a highway is granted. I'm signing that now. Okay, now I'm scrolling down now to the waiver of rights. And the plea bargain will come back up to that. Waiver of appeal. Hold on. This will be signed. Okay, no, I've signed that. Okay. somewhere in here, there's paperwork that says that you've been admonished about the rights that you're giving up, okay? Ms. Leal, you have the right to remain silent. You have the right to have a jury trial. You have the right to have the witnesses brought in open court. You have the right to have your attorney asking questions. You understand? One of the papers you signed said that you're willing to give up those rights. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah. Okay. Are you a citizen of this country?
No, sir.
You understand, Ms. Leal, that a plea of guilty or a finding of guilty in your case could affect your immigration status. In other words, you could be deported, you could lose a green card, you could lose your ability to become an American citizen. You understand those are among the things that could happen?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you still want to enter this plea?
Yes.
Is that correct, Ms. Krause?
Yes, Judge, we did confer with an immigration attorney and got legal advice on that.
And his advice is that it's okay to plea on this. Is that right?
That is correct, Judge.
Okay. So I've just signed that paperwork. So then, Ms. Leal, to the offense of driving while to the reduced offense of obstruction of a highway, how do you plead, ma'am? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
Ms. Krause, is that correct?
I believe so. For the obstructions, Judge, we're required to plead guilty.
Okay. Has anybody forced you to enter this plea, Ms. Leal?
No, Your Honor.
Besides any kind of plea bargain that your lawyer may have gotten for you. I'm going to stop the sharing of the screen for right now. Besides any kind of plea bargain that your lawyer may have gotten for you, has anyone promised you anything besides a plea bargain to get you to do this?
No, Your Honor.
You're doing this of your own free will.
Yes, sir.
And is there a plea bargain in Ms. Leal's case? Can someone
Your
please?
Honor, a $500 fine, court costs, 11 months deferred, 48 hours community service, DWI education, tap eval and follow the recs, and 6 months ignition interlock.
Is that your understanding the plea bargain, Ms. Krause? Ms. Krause?
Yes, Judge. Yes, Judge, that is my understanding.
And Ms. Leal, deferred adjudication can be a good deal, or it can be a very bad deal, all right? The good deal about deferred adjudication is if you complete this deferred, you can actually truthfully say you were never convicted of this crime, okay? But if you screw up and you get violated on this, you can be looking at the maximum punishments in this case. The maximum, this is a B, right? A maximum $2,000 fine and a maximum 6 months in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and you still want to do this, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, then Ms. Leal, the court, having heard you plead no contest, on that plea, the court finds that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I do not find you guilty. I instead defer or postpone any adjudication of this matter for 11 months. I place you on probation for 11 months, sets a $500 fine plus court costs. I'm making it conditionally deferred that you do 48 hours community service. You take a TAP evaluation and you follow all its recommendations, and that you have 6 months of admission interlock while you're on probation. Supervisory fee, I'm assuming, do you have I'm assuming that the normal one here is $29 per month. Is that right, Patty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, $29 per month supervisory fee. Okay, is there anything else I need to put on the record for your client, Ms. Krause?
I apologize, Judge. I lost hearing for a second. So the classes were not ordered, correct? Because she pre-done those.
There was not part of the plea bargain that I was recited to me by Ms. Morgan.
That's perfect. Yep.
Ms. Morgan, you're muted.
That's correct, Your Honor. They weren't.
Okay.
Is there anything else, Ms. Krause?
No, that's it. Thank you, Judge.
All right. Then Ms. Leal needs to go into a breakout room with the probation officer, I believe. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So Patty, can you put, I have here that Ms. Luna is in breakout room 2 already. So if you could put Ms. Leal in the breakout room 2.
Yes, sir.
Judge, may I go with